This is a little loud. And there we go. Much better. G'day guys, how you doing? My name is Jay and welcome back to another episode of Vault Hunters. Actually, having that completely off makes me a little nervous. We're going to turn it down to like 10%. These guys are really, really loud. But hi, welcome to my Enderman Farm, ladies and gents. And as you can see, I did eat a Vault Burger at the start of the episode so we can get to level 26. That's going to make sense in just a minute. But I just want to quickly show this off. This is actually something I'm going to be giving a few tips this episode, starting with this. This is actually something that you should build as soon as you unlock the end. Arguably, maybe right after you get your Elytra, maybe even beforehand. XP farms are going to be very, very crucial in Vault Hunters early on, and this is not really that hard to set up. If you would like the tutorial for this build specifically, it's in the description. It doesn't take a lot of materials at all. The regular build asks for leaves instead of glass, but I don't know. I think... Oh, lag. I think the glass looks a little better. You know, purple, Enderman. I don't know. But XP is such an important part of any Minecraft experience. And not only that, once we get further and further into these vaults, these guys, the Ender Pearls, are going to become quite annoying to grind when we need 1,500 of them, for example. So, yeah. Starting off with tip number 1, build yourself an Enderman farm as soon as you can. Just make sure that you have a platform back to the island unless you have your Elytra. I don't like the platform. I don't like the way it looks. I prefer to kind of have the farm itself kind of just out in the open. I don't know, it looks nicer and, you know, gives you a bit of practice with flying. But if you're not too confident with flying or you don't have your Elytra yet, definitely build a platform out to there. And you'll need to build that out of leaves or glass as well. The second tip is actually going to come with building your base. I wouldn't recommend doing what I did with a circle. It makes building things inside of it, and like if you like symmetry and being able to build things like farms and stuff like that, it's not very good to build a circle. I mean, you can work around it and it does look real nice, but yeah, I don't know. For efficiency, I don't like circles. My next tip sort of has to do with farming. When you make yourself a hoe, it doesn't even matter if it's a stone hoe. If you have your villages set up, this is for Vault Hunters specifically, you can put Fortune 3 on a hoe and it does actually work. It makes your yield so much more. And here's another tip as well. If you are setting up with farmers, make sure if you do go for Fortune, try to get a trade with farmers that have carrots. Why the hell are they so expensive? What the heck? Greedy boy. But anyway, you want to try to go for carrots over wheat or potatoes or anything because you get more yield per harvest of carrots rather than wheat or potatoes. You get more out of your yield. So yeah, good tip there for farming. The next set of tips kind of go hand in hand with that. It goes with about your perks early game. The perks that I would really recommend early game, the very first one that you should get, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, is Twerker. It just grows your crops. In fact, I really should be leveling mine up. But Twerker is so essential early game, it's a must. I reckon the two must-have perks when you start off playing Vault Hunters is Twerker and Vein Miner. Vein Miner does not really help you in the vaults at all. It doesn't really help at all in the vaults, but in the overworld when you're mining stuff, especially trying to dig farms or go mining for diamonds, all that kind of good stuff, Vein Miner is a must. Especially when you start to upgrade this thing, look at how cheap it is too. It's 1.3 times and then another 2. So in total, to max this thing out, it's only 7 points, which is really cheap. And as you can see, you mine out more and more blocks. So Vein Miner is also a must. Everything else really comes down to preference, but dash and mega jump, I think early game are probably one of the best choices, because dash not only helps you in the vaults, but just getting around in the overworld, especially when you have your elytra, especially with mega jump, is really, really handy, and you just can't lose with this combination. So that's what I'd highly recommend. The next tip is actually going to help me out as well, because I haven't really been paying too much attention, and that is to go into your specializations. Make sure to pay attention to that. For example, a really good example right here is cleanse. Cleanse you can unlock right from the get-go. It's really cheap. It's mainly just for vaults though. But looking at its offshoots, you can see mend and rejuvenate need you to be level 25. But this one here, cleanse, immune, you can actually unlock right from the get-go. And in my opinion, is probably the better one out of these three. Essentially what cleanse does with immune just makes it so that the effect of cleanse lasts for 20 seconds after you use it. The other two, however, kind of go the opposite route. You don't actually get any value after you use the cleanse until your reduction, your cooldown is up. So cleanse, immune, definitely try to take that. You can spec into these later on, but until you get to level 25, if you're just starting out, cleanse and cleanse immune are awesome. Other than that though, that's really the only early game tips I have for you guys. I'm really not that far ahead. The only other thing I'd make sure to recommend is don't skip out on your vanilla farms in the early game. Make sure you have some animals, sugarcane, stuff like that. You got your carrots, and just make sure you're doing your regular vanilla farming. But anyways, it's time to get on into this episode, and I hope y'all are doing well today. I really, really do. Last episode was a doozy. We finally hit level 25, and we did a cake vault, and man, was that fun. The vaults now are going to start to get so much more interesting and so much harder. I cannot wait to start to get into them, and I hope that today we can get an unidentified vault helmet and start to wear some vault gear. But before we can do that, I need to talk about unspent skill points, because I do need to spend some of these. The reason why I ate the Vault Burger at the beginning is because I wanted to get 5 skill points. The reason for that isn't because I wanted to buy something that cost 5 skill points or anything like that. I just wanted to have the opportunity to spend as many points as I could before going into our next vault. But I did want to talk about this really quick. Once you hit level 25, you have access to this perk called Soul Hunter. And long story short, once we get into vaults, mobs are going to start to have the chance to drop soul shards once they've been killed. And soul shards are kind of just like a currency that you can use in Vault Hunters for a shop that a lot of people don't actually know about. If you press F7 by default, it will bring up this soul shard trading shop. And as you can see, you can buy things for soul shards. Some of them can be quite expensive and others pretty cheap. But essentially what this does is it allows you to start to buy items. I think these refresh every 8 hours. And so what you need to do is get Soul Hunter, in my opinion, as soon as you can. Once you hit level 25, I feel like this is a must, and it only costs 1 point. So I definitely, again, recommend buying this as soon as you hit level 25. You can upgrade it as you will, but so long as you're passively earning soul shards, that's going to be a massive W. The only thing that you need to do before that though is make sure that you can make yourself a soul pouch. These things aren't that expensive at all. It's all vanilla ingredients. It's 5 purple wool, an ender pearl, some gold nuggets, and some string. That shouldn't be too hard to get, especially if you do what we were talking about earlier and make yourself an Enderman Farm as soon as you can. And boom, just like that, we have ourselves a soul pouch. Now, the only thing that you need to remember is with this, you need to have it in your inventory while in the vaults. Shouldn't be that hard, especially once you start to upgrade a bit. You should have plenty of room. And speaking of room, we're going in today's vault with our backpack and 3 boss crates. I'm adding an extra boss crate because of the amount of loot that we got last time. I feel like we definitely need to have more inventory room, and that's going to be changed later when we can unlock some mods. But I think for my remaining skill points, I'm just going to upgrade abilities that I already have. Starting with dash, I'm actually thinking about going into a specialization called recharge. This does require you to be level 25, but essentially it heals you over time. Oh, not over time. Am I reading that wrong? I am reading that wrong. Hit points gained and cooldown seconds. Right. So if you take this recharge ability, you can regenerate 1 heart when you use dash, but the cooldown for dash gets doubled. It's pretty rough. Even though I'm level 3 right now, so that's 8 seconds. You can see that even so, it's still 20 seconds for a cooldown, but I think this is going to be so worth it, especially if you don't want to spend too much time making health pots. It is a little bit of give and take though for that 10-second cooldown, so if you don't like that, you can just stick with regular dash or have a look at the other ones. But in my opinion, I think this is super useful. I think one of the other things I'm going to do is upgrade my speed, because you can only do this every 25 or 50 levels. It does cost 4 skill points, but I do think it's going to be worth it for me right now because we're going to start leveling up quite fast, and this is just going to help no matter where you are. So just like that, I've spent 5 skill points, but I'm a little bit faster, and this is going to really help. It's really going to add up when you're going through these vault runs. But with all that being said, ladies and gents, I think today we're just going to focus on doing a vault run or two because I would really like to put together a vault set and start to upgrade our gear. Speaking of which, what we're going to start with is getting rid of our pickaxe, axe, and shovel. Or maybe not our axe, or at least not our zombie bunker axe because it does so much damage. But essentially, we can remove these 3 tools with 1 tool. And that tool is called a paxel. And as the description says, it's a pickaxe, axe, and a shovel all in one. And this kind of works just like vault gear. It can be enchanted with vanilla Minecraft enchantments except for mending. But essentially, this thing's really cool, and it is kind of expensive early game, but I think it's going to be definitely worth it. Unfortunately, again, early game, this is going to be quite expensive, so maybe just if you get lucky and can gather a lot of Benitite and Larimar, then go for it. But do just keep in mind how expensive this thing can be to make. So we just take our Benitite, make 2 perfect of those, take the Larimar, make 2 perfect of those, and then we just take our sticks, place those like that, and those like that. Boom. And just like that, we now have 3 tools in one. Oh, that felt nice. Quite expensive, but very, very worth it. Now we have a paxel with Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 5, and Fortune 3. Essentially, this is going to replace the pickaxe and shoveling and stuff that you can just do with 1 block. So to give you an example here, as you can see, it can chop straight through cobble, dirt, and sand all in one. And the best thing about it, of course, vein miner works as well. Just be careful you don't go overboard like me. And the final tip, actually, before we get into some vault runs, comes from one of you guys in the comment section. Thank you so much, Lazy Mode, for this comment right here. He actually let me know something that I didn't even know about the backpacks. And this is amazing. The fact that this is so OP already just by running around and opening your inventory. I didn't know that, first of all, there's a hotkey for it. I'm pressing B right now. I set my key to B. But you can also open up this little menu here where you can put on trinkets and rings and all this kind of stuff. You can put the backpack in a slot. It frees up a whole free space in inventory. So now I just run around, no backpack in my inventory, nothing like that. I just press B and it's there. That is probably one of the most helpful tips I've ever seen. Especially if you have access to the backpacks, that is crucial. That is probably one of the most golden pieces of info. So thank you again, Lazy Mode. And here, you know what? For that, have a cookie. But ladies and gents, that brings us to this part of the video. We are going to run a vault. I do believe we are now very well equipped to start running through these vaults. And like I said earlier, I would really like to try to get an unidentified vault helmet so we can put together some vault gear. One thing I also want to mention in the tips and tricks category as well, you can actually enchant vault paxels with a different method. You can use this thing right here called a Paxel Charm to actually add kind of like a vault enchantment to them. But as you can see, they're pretty expensive. So just know that that is an option, but for beginning off and like right now, the level I'm at, it's not really affordable. But anyways, I think we're going to run a random vault. I know the cake ones are really, really fun, but I wouldn't mind trying to run a cake vault. So all we need to do is check all of our stuff. We have enough potions. We've got our power bars, puzzle pieces, magnet. I really need to start using this more. I just don't have enough room, enough inventory management space to use a magnet because using a magnet, you pick up a lot of trash items. But other than that, we have our Paxel, we have our Soul Shard pouch, we've got our inventory space. I just need to grab 4 potions. I like to go in with 4. And I believe that means we're ready for a vault run. I'm excited for this, but I'm also nervous because of the difficulty increases and all this kind of stuff. But the fact that we have a vault idol with us, that kind of makes me a little bit, makes me a little bit more at ease, if that makes sense. You know, I feel a little safer with that. So here we go, ladies and gents. Let's go and run a vault. And here we go. Oh no, that's gilded, good. Difficult, no. Crowded, no. Oh, that's unfortunate. But you know, we digress. So the aim of this vault, just like any other as well, is just going to be to loot as much as we can. And hopefully not take much damage. Oh, look at that. First soul shard. Oh god. Oh, there's a lot of mobs here. The crowded is not going to be fun in this. So we're down 2.5 hearts. Let's use our dash. get a heart and a half back. That's very, very, very nice. Ooh, man, that rejuvenate is coming in clutch. This is difficult. The crowded is making this really, really hard. I don't even really know why I'm picking up any of the obelisks. I'm not really going to use them. We have gotten severely unlucky with this vault so far. We've just gotten trash rooms, and there's another one. There's another trash room, and everything else has just not really been working in our favor. Even when we find gilded chests, sorry, we haven't really been getting that much loot. Ooh, unidentified Vault Ax. That's actually pretty good. It's not a helmet, but hey, I'll take it. 8 hearts. We could do that. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, God. Oh, this is so dangerous doing this with crowded. 7, 8. Okay, then we save the rest for that. I actually just leveled up. That sound that you just heard was me. Oh, repair core. That's actually pretty huge. I need some room, unfortunately. We're already running out of time and we haven't even got that much loot. This is a bummer. I'm getting so greedy here. This is not really worth the risk. Oh, God. We're going to take it anyway. Okay, maybe that was worth it. Maybe not. Who knows? But we only have a minute and a half left. And I need to get out of here. This vault has been terrible. Unfortunately, it do be like that sometimes. You win some and you lose some. Not really too much you can do about it. Okay, let's get out of it. Oh, man. Wow. Unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. That run was not the greatest. So after all that was said and done, this is what we got. Not really the greatest things. The repair core is pretty good. These can be used to fully repair any vault gear as long as it has repair slots remaining. So this is kind of what we talked about last episode with some of the vault gear. As you can see, a lot of them have repair counters on them. This has 3 repairs, for example. This is how you do it with the vault cores. Or the repair cores, rather. Sorry. But yeah, other than that, we didn't really get that much great. What do we get from... We got a candy bar, hardy apple, and we got a myelite. I'm not even too sure what that is. All in all, though, pretty disappointing vault run. It was just difficult and crowded. Both of those things combined made it pretty tricky to run through. But the rejuvenate, man, oh man, is that rejuvenate good. Although you can only use it in 20-second increments, I do find that that's enough. Once you use it once and you're fighting or looting, 20 seconds goes by pretty quickly in the vault. So yeah, really, really handy. Let's see what we get out of these 2 unidentified pieces of vault gear. Let's start with the vault idol. Hopefully something better than what we got. No. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, so it's only got 2 levels, but that's the same as the one we have. But this has poison immunity. That's actually pretty good. I don't actually have to worry about witches now until, you know, I stop using this one. That's actually a really good upgrade. Now, the one thing I also want to mention is that you don't just have to enchant these things to get levels with Wutak shards. You can defeat a boss as well. If you defeat a boss while holding a piece of vault gear that has levels on it, it has the chance to level up that way as well. So that's not the only way that you can actually, you know, get levels on these pieces of gear. Let's go to the Unidentified Vault Ax. This could be big. It could be kind of meh. It is, wow, that's actually not too bad at all. Look at this compared to, say, my regular netherite axe at the moment, which is Smite. This has 0.9 more damage, and you could put sharpness on this, keep in mind, and it has attack speed plus 0.8, 3 repair levels, and 1 regular enchanting level. That's actually really, really good. It does require us to be level 28 though. But I do believe we could put things like Unbreaking on this, Sharpness, or Smite if we wanted to. Smite is really not a bad idea considering all of the undead, the zombies that we fight. But the fact that we're coming across player mobs, witches, skeletons, all different types of mobs, I'm maybe second guessing that. Maybe I put Sharpness on this. What do you guys think? Sharpness or Smite? But that's actually pretty handy. I'm not going to complain with that. Unfortunately, though, we didn't get a helmet, and this vault run was kind of lackluster. So, you know how the old saying goes, when you're down, you got to get back up again. That just means we need to go and run another vault, and I'm actually thinking we do another cake run. The reason being is because we really just need to try to loot. I'm really after a piece of vault gear here. I want a vault helmet. If we take the gamble of just doing a normal run, we could get what we just did last time and just get really terrible luck and bad modifiers. With a cake run, however, the only thing we want to concentrate on is loot, as well as trying to find the cakes, but every time you pick up a cake, you get the chance to get a positive or a negative modifier. So my thought process is, if we get really unlucky and get a terrible vault again, we could change that by finding cakes. That way, all we have to do is concentrate on trying to find the cakes themselves and looting every room possible while doing so. The only other thing that I've noticed is that my bow is just about to break, but there's two things here that are very, very important. One, I have a backup bow here, and number two is over here in this vendor. Check this out. He's selling a bow for power 6. As you can see from the description, it says upgrades and equipment's existing enchantment level when used on an anvil. And because we have a backup bow with power 5, this only makes sense. And with our remaining 6 silver, we actually can buy ourselves another power bar. Where'd it go? Right there. These things I don't really have too much of, and if we ever want to do a boss vault, these are very, very handy. So look at that, getting vendor value. Now my question is, am I going to need to go to my Enderman Farm to get some XP? Oh yes. Oh geez, yes I am. Well, good thing for us, I have something for that. Excuse me, Jerry. Oh, Jerry's made a friend. G'day, mate. Well, you two play nice now. And just like that, 40 levels. We got an extra one for good measure. Power 6, Unbreaking 3, Infinity. That is a good bow. Okay, and just like that, cake crystal. I did not know it took 8 levels to do that. Double check, we got everything. I added the XP bottles this time. I think we're looking pretty good. The only thing we want to do is grab 3 potions. I feel like 3 is enough now, not 4, because of the rejuvenate that we get from our dash is so powerful. But anyways, let's try to get a little luckier and run a cake vault. I just really want a headpiece. Come on, please. Fast and easy. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Starting off pretty good. What do we got here? 7 kills. Okay, looking for the cake and looking for the kills. Found the cake. Now we need some kills. Do you count to player? Yes, nice. Player mobs do count. There's 1. There's 2. No, that one didn't count. Okay, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I need them to get a little closer. Let's try out this bow really quickly. Wouldn't be a bad idea, especially on creepers. Oh my. Oh, this is so weird. I can barely hear the mobs. Oh god, why are there so many spiders? What is going on? Okay, let's quickly come over here. Build up a little bit. Pause the game. Turn the hostile creatures up a little bit more. And quickly loot through this bad boy. Oh, okay. Not what we're after. The vault scrap isn't too bad either. But you know, we'll take what we can get. Off to find more cakes. Ooh, my oh my, we get a city room which actually has some sewers in it, and pretty good way to try to find some loot actually. The only thing I'm worried about is the cake in this room. But you know what? It actually could be underneath as well. I didn't even realize either the amount of cakes that we need for this is 28. Not the greatest, but again, we're here to loot. So let's head under here and try our best at trying to find a vault helmet in one of these. We've got another vault idol. Oh god, that exploded. Oh my god, thank god for all the water here. That's not a bad chest. We're actually out of room already. Let's do this. Place this here so we can stop for a second. Vault diamond, always good. Never going to complain with that. Oh, we got some more leggings. Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, this bow, this is real nice. Oh, a chest piece. Okay, we're out of room, unfortunately. This water can get really, really, really annoying. Grab that chest piece. There's another. Oh, nice. More vault diamonds. Okay. I think that might be all of these rooms, though. Oh, no, there's another. Oh, nice. Oh, yes, we did it. Vault helmet. Okay, I could leave this vault right now and be happy. Ow. Excuse you. Just like that, use our rejuvenate dash to get our hearts back. Very, very nice. Okay, I'm really glad that I didn't just leave immediately and I checked that one. Right, which way was the cake room? Over here. Let's go. Yeah, we head over this way. Now, I already know for a fact we are not finding all the cakes in this. This, again, wasn't really the objective, though. This room sucks. So hopefully we can just find the cake and move on from this one as well. Oh, it's one of these rooms. Okay, no wonder I was getting a little lost. Unfortunately, I've spent so much time in this room as well that, yeah, it's not really great for us. Ooh, not too bad. Oh, more vault leggings and Wu-Tac shards. That's a nice chest right there. I have been in this room for so long now, it's actually getting quite ridiculous. I don't know where the cake is. I feel like it could be, unfortunately, buried in this tree somewhere. And that's going to take way too long for me to find. What's not helping is in the leaves too, these flowers. It's making me see things that I think aren't actually there. 13 meters. Oh, it's right there in front of me. It was out in the open this whole time. Well, that's a little embarrassing. Okay, now I'm probably not going to loot too much in this room. I'm hoping that we find the cake really quickly so that I can move on. This room is not the greatest, but I don't want to push my luck either from like last time. That had me way too nervous. 13 meters. I just can't find it. Sometimes this happens. Oh, 8 meters right there. Oh, there it is. All right. Unfortunately, though, I still don't think that's going to be enough time for us to kind of go and loot the next room. Let's go have a quick sneak peek, but we really don't want to push our luck here. Okay. All right. That's enough. That's enough greed. Did I miss a shard? I did. All right. I'm glad that I gave ourselves enough time as well because we are at, just under 2 minutes now. I thought we had a little bit more than that. And yeah, this makes me feel a lot better, that's for sure. And just like that, we played it nice and safe, and I'm glad we did. We didn't get tremendous amounts of loot, but I did get what I came here for, which was to get a vault helmet. And so, with that, we head home. Alrighty, now again, I know that we didn't really get as much loot as we could have, and you know, we didn't really do too well on the cake front, but look at this stuff. Look at all this stuff. Look at all this identified vault gear. I mean, and again, we didn't 2 power bars. I'll take that. More gifter statues for sure. Here's a vault diamond in here, and we got 7 vault diamonds. Okay, yeah, see, that made it worth it just in itself. But this stuff here is what I'm really excited for. Hopefully we can get together a set. Let's open the helmet last. We're just going to open all of these. Okay, this one isn't rolling. Oh, there we go. It was rolling. It was just a little bugged. Grab this one, roll that. Okay, what do we get on the... Oh, Wandering Idol. Okay, another scrappy one. Valara's Idol. Okay, these are just plain Jane. Nothing too great. Scrappy. Again, repairs. That's actually pretty good. And as for armor rating, it's the same as a netherite chest piece, but that's still pretty nice. Let's see what this looks like. Ooh, it's like the other one, but kind of grated almost. I don't know how... It's got like lines in it. That's pretty nice. The vault... the vault leggings. Whoa! Wow, that's scrappy, but look at that. +1 regeneration. That's passive healing. That's actually insane. And we can wear these already? What? That is crazy. Oh my god. Oh, we got another. What? Common leggings, level 30, soulbound. I'm not too sure what soulbound does. But look at that. 5 armor rating on those. And these as well. These pants are awesome. Wow, I'm super happy with that. That's awesome. Now it's time for the big finale. I hope that we can just wear this. I don't really mind what's on it, to be honest. Just so long as we can wear it. Please, please, Vault Gods, be good to us. Level 25, scrappy. Look at the amount of repairs on that thing. And it's an upgrade from netherite. Oh my god, yes. Guys. Guys, look at us. Look at how cool we look. Oh my lord. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. I'm so excited. Now this just by look at the top right of my screen. Look at that regeneration symbol. Oh my god. I'm so excited. I'm so happy that we actually pulled it off. Out of everything that we got in that vault, the only thing that we got that I really cared about was the helmet. And now look at this set, guys. This is crazy. I know it's nothing compared to what you can get on late game, but believe me when I say this is a big deal. The fact that we got this +1 regeneration on a Scrappy, which is the lowest gear that you can get, is huge. Not only that, all this stuff is pretty basic. The pants and the leggings are pretty good as well though, and the chest piece has 4 repairs on it, and this Vault helmet has 6. This is crazy. This takes us to a whole new level. Now I need to enchant this. Yes, yes, I feel unstoppable. Guys, oh my god, we finally did it. Look at this. This is just regular protection 4 on breaking 3, except for the respiration added to the helmet. And just look at, just to see my hearts down the bottom there, just regenerating. This is awesome. Now, this is definitely what I'm talking about. Our game has just gone up 10 levels. We are definitely going to have to go and christen this armor and try it out in a vault run. I'm so excited for this. But that's going to do it for today's episode. We are at the end of the video today, so that means it's time to pick a skin. I'm right here, so here, let's make it this one. And the lucky name that is going to be drawn for the skin for this episode is Cat. Cat NZ. Congratulations. Hey, whoopsie daisy, and there you go, Cat. Right there on the wall skin. Eventually, I think once we start getting more Omega statues, they're going to last a little longer, so that's going to be cool. But thank you so much for leaving a comment down below. If you'd like your skin on one of these statues, then leave your Minecraft username in a comment down below. A like would really be appreciated as well. I really do hope y'all have been enjoying this series. Next episode is going to get pretty crazy. So please don't forget to make sure to see if you're subscribed. I would really appreciate that, especially if you leave a like. It would make my day. Thank you all again, mates, so much for watching. Have a great night or day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you guys soon.